Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is Friday night. I just got home from work a little while ago. I took Wednesday and Thursday off this week. I'd been hitting it pretty hard in the shop for a couple days, and I had a couple household projects I need to take care of, just little small odd and end jobs I've been promising to do. So I went ahead and took care of those, and just kind of chilled for the evenings and just sort of relaxed a little bit. It's Friday night. I got home. I asked my wife, "What do you want to do tonight?" And she said, "Why are you asking?" I said, "Well, I thought we could either go shopping or go out to eat." Because if you want to do something, if not, then I'm going to go out in the shop. And she said, we'll do something tomorrow. So, hey, that was my cue. I hopped up and ran out to the shop. So what I'm going to do today is all that wood that I got prepped the other day to cut up, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting it to size so that I can begin the glue ups for the KS blank. I don't really expect to do any glue ups tonight. I think tonight will primarily be a ton of cutting. I get all this cut down to, more usable dimensions. It's at least got to have one flat side on it, and then I got to flatten both ends so I can glue everything together. But that is what I'm going to start working on, and not very exciting, so I'll probably have a short update tonight, but I'll come back later and show you what it looks like. I'm hoping on Sunday, should have some time to maybe turn one of these blanks. And if I turn one, then I'll do a second video of all of the individual blanks so that when I finally edit it, I won't have it edited Sunday. It'll be later in the week, maybe even toward the weekend, because I got to edit both videos. I'll do the turning video one night, and then I'll schedule a time, tell you what that's going to be, and the next night we'll do the video sell of the pen blanks like we've done in the past, and sell a few of them. So I'm working towards that. I just haven't quite got there yet. Everything takes time, but that's pretty much what's going on. Hopefully, wish me luck on Sunday for that, but I'm going to get to work right now cleaning these blocks of wood up, getting them cut down to the right size. All the big pieces have been cut down. These are all the cutoffs. I'm not going to let these go to waste. They've all got a nice flat side on them where I cut. I'm just going to glue all these together into one big block, and then I'll cut them up and add them into the blank. A lot of sawdust to clean up over there. Here's my bucket full of blanks, and I'm getting ready to turn my attention to these boxes and start squaring those blanks. Here's the aftermath. All these pieces have one nice flat side on them, so I'll start gluing them up as I start my other glue ups. And there's my bucket. I went ahead and stopped. I emptied out one box. I've got this box left, and I stopped because this is full of walnut, and it looks like some maple, things like that. And I had so much walnut and maple in here that I didn't want to bleach things out. So I was trying to grab some color. So I got some black palm, I got some Padauk, I got some, oh shucks, I forgot what the other wood is called. But I got a number of different woods in there to add color, because as you can see, I got a lot of lighter colored woods. So that's why I stopped and didn't cut these up. And this turned out to be a box full of just tiny little cutoffs, which I don't know why I kept that, but I did. There's what's going back up in the loft. They were just too small, or the wrong direction, like across the grain. When you do these, you always want to cut with, like here's an example of the Padauk. You always want to cut with the grain of the wood. That way, when people turn, they're turning like a spindle. It's like spindle turning with the grain. If I put in the cross grain stuff that's going this way and I cut it, perpendicular to that, it makes it difficult to turn, and it's going to tear out. So I don't want to do that to people. I already vacuumed up this side of the saw. What I'm going to do now is get some paper and some glue, and we're going to start making some glue ups. I'm going to start clamping these together in twos, about 12 inches long, and we'll also start gluing those together and clamping them up. And hopefully, I probably will make a smaller blank out of these, because these being so many different types of cutoffs, this will look pretty cool. It'll have smaller chunks no matter what I do, which is going to be awesome. Take a look at that spalting. Isn't that beautiful? Had some spalted wood in there. There's all kinds of really nice wood, little figured walnut, really nice wood in there. Some of it's buried, but we're going to mix that up, and we're going to try to put dark next to light and make for a really interesting pattern. I think you guys are going to love how these Chaos blanks turn out. I got to get to gluing. Well, darn. I got all set up to start gluing. I got my glue brush, my paper, my glue, and I grabbed the first two pieces and I set them down, and I realized I have not squared the ends. I've got to put these on a jig of some kind, probably that one, and I've got to run them through the blade and make sure the ends are squared, because what I do is I offset them like this, and I want those ends, see that gap? You don't want that gap there. So I want to get those ends to where they're nice and square. So I need to put all these back in the bucket, get that jig down, square the ends, and then we'll be ready to start gluing. That's a shame because, man, I was psyched. My glue ups have been happening. I've got a mark here and a mark here, and those are 12 inches apart. So I can kind of guess and kind of, you know, assemble my blank pieces to sort of fit about 12 inches. That's just a good size for working with the saw. I've got 4 major glue ups over here, probably about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes. You know, they're a couple minutes apart, left to dry. They'll come out of the clamps, and then we'll get some more of these clamped into what I'm calling the doubles or the 2-ups or whatever you want to call those. So see, I kind of offset them. I like the smaller pieces because when I get these long ones, you can see that I kind of offset them a little bit. And what that does is it just lets me mix the pieces up a little bit more. You know, I want a good mix because I want people to get, when they get one of these blanks, a lot of different woods in different colors. I've even thrown in some Spectra ply. There's this pink one there. There's this really cool one here. I'm putting these on end because I thought it would look neat on end. I got this green one I'm going to stick in there somewhere. Lots of Padauk. I've got some black palm here. Purple heart. There was some Jatoba in one of the other ones. Lots of walnut. That's a figured walnut. I don't know if it's Claro or not. I think it's just figured. But I got a lot of neat woods here. I still have these glue ups to make, which I'm not concerned about those tonight. That'll be fun. These blanks here, evidently when I cut them, I don't know what I did, but when you put another blank against them, there's a gap. So they're kind of concave a little bit. So they need to be cleaned up. And if we need them for this, we'll clean them up. If not, we'll just clean them up and throw them in that bucket and use them with that set of glue ups. Well, the pile is going down. It's getting smaller. What I've got is I've got 4 glue ups here, 4 double glue ups here. Those are the first you saw a while ago. I've got 4 more that I just put into clamps. And then over here, I had a couple extra clamps. So I started clamping up some of my tiny pieces in hopes of making some larger cut ups. In here, you'll see see the 2 there that are glued together. There's a couple in there like that. I'm just throwing them in this bucket because these need to be cleaned up. One of the sides is just not cut straight. And there's a couple of other blanks I found that weren't cut straight. So at the end, I'll go through and clean those up, and we'll glue all of those into, you know, one of these strips. I think those look really pretty sweet, don't they? I mean, that's some cool wood. I need to get a little bit more of the whiter woods in there because a lot of darker woods. So I need to kind of spread those out a little bit. So we'll work on that when we come back out to the shop, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. And yeah, I should have some cool stuff. I got some of the Spectra ply in this one, some Purple Heart. Look at that. There's that oh shucks, palm, black palm, little Spectra ply back there. So it's looking really cool. I mean, I could stay out here and work for a little bit longer, but if I do, then you guys aren't going to get a video tonight. So about 8 o'clock, it's about 8:15, 8:20 right now. That's a good time for me to quit. I can get in the house, edit this video quickly, get it started uploading so it has time to finish uploading before I go to bed. And that's what I think I'm going to do. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back either tomorrow or Sunday doing some more work on these blanks, and keep your fingers crossed. I'd love to turn one of those blanks I made the other day and get a video put together for you guys. So keep fingers crossed on that, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.